Hi there. This is going to be a talk about freedom and quite a serious talk in a way, because this is very important, that people understand that how important it is that you can express yourself freely in your life. And that's what freedom is. Freedom is knowing that you have the freedom within you and you're free enough to say what you really think and feel without feeling like you're going to offend someone. That is freedom. And speaking from your heart and speaking from what you really think and feel without someone going all crazy on you. And that's it. You see, there's too many, you know, narcissistic personalities out there that think that they're always right, you see. And this isn't helping the process either, of being all free. This needy kind of personalities, the ego kind of idea where it thinks that its way is right, and therefore this is how the deletion of freedom of speech can be done by the what the system would want is these people thinking the people that are into their offended all the time, wanting the opposite opinions to not be heard. That's exactly what the system would want. So the people create their own prison. And with an internet smart grid, 5G smart grid, what that enables people to do is, because the internet is all censored, you see, and if people want opinions deleted more and more and more and more, then it would happen if the masses wanted it. And so that's why they want your brains connected to artificial intelligence by 2030, so that there is no freedom of speech, because they know that things get censored all the time on the internet because people get offended. And this is not, remember, people have got to realise that you buying red poppies every year and supporting the soldiers ain't saying and repeat and shaking your fist and saying, I am free because of war. I'm free. Well, you're not free. You're not free, and you're insane. It's insanity to even think that you're free. When you awaken, if you have a spiritual awakening and wake up, you realize that the world is actually insane, and it actually thinks that it's free, and it actually is shaking its fists at war and violence and stuff. It doesn't realize it's not. Asleep means not aware of what's going on. When you become more awake, what happens is, to simplify spiritual awakening, it's just basically self-awareness, right? It's self-awareness, and this leads to, as you're prolonging in the experience, it leads to you into, the Kundalini is the Tantra, is the oneness, is the nothingness. It's all the same one, and you're becoming into that. But how that comes about is by just being absolutely brutally honest, the truth, and free within you. And so, but this freedom can only happen within you by you being absolutely honest and being your truth all the time. And by stopping this, what the system's goal is, by stopping people being this free, they think that they stop the awakening. That's what the system thinks. It thinks if it blocks off this kind of inner freedom, because if people aren't allowed to express their opinions outward, normally they will like hide, and they will just try and fit in with everybody else. It's like, for example, the way the control room works and how people are so crazy is you could get a bunch of people You know, it could be in a work situation, could be a family situation, could be, you know, a team, a football team, could be anything. But one person has a different opinion. But because it's different, because they're programmed into that set of beliefs, you're wrong, and you shouldn't say that. You shouldn't even think that. This is the world that we call free. But in David Icke's movie, The Renegade, he cries at the end of the movie because of the fact that he believes in freedom as well, and that there's these little kids in the sand writing the word freedom. And he gets emotional with it because of the fact that what's going on the planet. They're trying. There's really a force that is trying to stop things. Some people say reptilian, some people say demonic force, and they're trying to stop. They don't want any sort of this kind of freedom. But we've got to stand up for this, because if I don't have any children, but I'm not thinking of, I don't have any children, so I can't think of my children, but I'm thinking of the future generation. So other people, if they've got kids, surely you're going to care about this. That, you know, that everyone surely has freedom in their heart. And if that is so, then that will tell you to stand up for freedom. And that means to speak your mind and speak your truth openly, and don't be ashamed, because you don't owe anyone anything. You don't have to feel sorry for someone. You don't have to watch your words because of some idiot going to get offended. Just speak your truth. You know, and don't be worried about some narcissistic fool who's going to get offended at every little word, or going to take your words or take it this way or whatever. You don't have to care about that. Just speak your truth. Speak your truth, because that's what's needed. Be your truth and speak your truth, and don't be ashamed. Remember, as you're speaking truth, as you're speaking your truth and speaking truth, you heal yourself and you heal the planet. What happens is, when we are like hiding within ourselves, like hiding though, not open, but hiding, we're not speaking the truth. We're not giving ourselves a chance to heal. We heal by having an open heart. Even people in spiritual community will say, "Oh, close your energies," or "close your." Well, that's not going to heal you. You heal by exposing your exposure. Healing is exposure. Exposing yourself to your unhealed parts, and they can only manifest when you open up. But I'm just going to leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you.